everybody, it's Alan again, coming to you from the Food Lion Distribution Center in Dunn, North Carolina. It's probably going to be a little loud. It's 100 and some odd degrees out here right now, and I've got the air running and the reefer is running, so I do apologize. I wanted to bring you my top 3 everyday carries. Here we go. At number 3 and tied is the Twisby X700R, and at number 1 for 2 months in a row, it's the Custom 82. Yeah, I haven't made it home yet. So that's gonna happen here very, very soon, but it hasn't happened yet. I'll be home right before the Triangle Pen Show, which leads me to what my title is: questions, answers, and more questions. I have questions for you, and if you want to answer them, feel free. If not, I'm sure I'll get the answers some other way. But I mean, they're good, commonplace questions. They're kind of common sense too, so I kind of have an answer, but I want to know. I haven't been to one yet. First one is, can I get good deals at a pen show? I'm wondering, like, if I go to buy, say, another Custom 823, I wouldn't expect to pay, unless it was used, much less than a 10 or 15% markdown, if that. I'd almost expect to pay retail, just because of its popularity and what it is. And if it's new, I'd expect to pay close to new prices. But can I find deals? And if I do find deals, is it going to be greased because I have cash? I don't usually carry cash, so it's not that I can't. I know how to count, I know how to cash. I just don't do it very often. So do I need to walk in with a big baller style? And the other is, will I be okay just attending Saturday? Now, I know that typically if I was going to a convention, come on now, Thursday through Sunday, spend some time, get to know people. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that my home time is finite. So Raleigh's about 5 hours away from where I live in Augusta, Georgia. So I want to get up there. I'm meeting a friend along the way, and like I said in the last vlog, he's kind of a nerd, so we want to have a good time up there. But and it'll be an all-day affair on Saturday, and possibly a little bit on Sunday. But I'm only staying one night, so no, that's just wondering. I mean, if you had it to just do one day, would you do it? And would it be Saturday? I've heard a lot of people say be there on Friday, but it's probably not going to be Friday. Okay, now I said questions, answers, and more questions. I do have an answer for you. And this is actually a continuation of the last vlog where I mentioned that I had something to discuss about the 823. Well, this was about a month ago, I was riding with it, and it is now my habit to, when I pull the pin out, the first thing I do is turn the knob up top. I turn the cap to let some air into that area here, into the section, so that I'm good to go. Well, I was doing that, and I was still getting starvation, to the point where, it was terrible. It was like, I was starting to cut the paper. It couldn't understand it. Didn't know what the deal was. I posted to the Hive Mind on Goulet Nation on Facebook. If you're not a member, you should probably join, because I've gotten a lot of information from them. But one of the things that I got from them that I've never seen on any YouTube video was that air can get trapped in the section. Now, it makes sense, but I just never heard anybody talk about it. So, to add to the the drug stigma, every time I open the cap now, I tap on the section, and I haven't had one feed issue since. So that's, if you have that, I noticed it. It's a little bit more noticeable on my VAC 700, at least the red one. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, and I'm sure after I see the video, I'll see whether or not it was successful or not. But when I open this, let's see here, and I tap on it, yeah, you saw that air bubble go up. At least I hope you did. That's that's it. That's me tapping the air out of the section. So, like I said, it worked for me. So maybe it'll work for you if you're having any issues. Now back to more questions. Why am I bald? Well, that leads me to story time. This was Sunday, and I decided that I want to go ahead and, clean up the face and give myself a haircut. And I was at a rest stop, so I did it in the truck, which is it's got a degree of difficulty, but it's not too bad. So here's my short story. Here's my little homily. So like I said, this happened on Sunday. Made memories Sunday when I stopped for my 30-minute break at the first rest area in Mississippi. I decided to give myself a beard trim and haircut. No issues with the former. Major meltdown with the latter. About halfway through buzzing down the left side of my head, the clippers decided to pull hair instead of cut. Well, since this isn't really the objective of a set of clippers, imagine my dismay when neither blade I tried agreed with my assessment of their job description. I had a quarter of a shorn head, and no amount of coaxing was getting a blade to make the percentage any greater. I took the blades apart, cleaned them of the few hairs that I could only assume were ripped from my scalp as if I was an extra on the Dance's Wolf set. I lubricated both sides generously with the proper oil and slapped the suckers back together ready to rock and roll. No dice. Ouch. In desperation, I started to tear through the bins of my cab, looking for the scissors that I bought a year and a half ago. I'm sure I got those scissors with the intent of making my life easier from that point onward, ready for any and all scissor-related emergencies that arise from the hustle and bustle of truck driving. But for the life of me, I can't even remember using them once. The detritus that exists in every orifice of the truck won, however, because they have scissors somewhere and I don't. So I reached for the knife, because that's a good idea. Now let me provide some history on this fine blade. I found it about a year ago in a parking lot of a distribution center somewhere in the contiguous 48 states. Oh look, a knife! At which point it joined the scissors in the useful items category. Scraping a blade on your mangled pate, at first, makes you feel like a badass. I had visions of Pedro Serrano from the movie Major League dancing around under my malformed coif. But when you realize the parking lot knife was probably abandoned with good reason, and its cosmetological effectiveness should be questioned well before implementation, you just feel really stupid. It's a neat sound though. Now that Project Predator had failed dismally, I was approaching panic mode. I had bought a Gillette Fusion 5 razor set with 11 blades for the fantastic price of $26, along with a 38-pound bag of Blue Diamond dog food, $49, I was originally shopping for at a Sam's Club I was delivering to in Florence, Alabama. I don't use razors because I have this amazing set of clippers that get really close to skin when I'm not cursing its existence. But Sam's Club, being the retail succubus it is, made me put that amazing deal in my truck, right next to the knife and scissors. Side note, until that point I had never had a Sam's Club membership, nor even entertained joining such an exclusive society. At Saba's Dog Bowl's urging, I changed my tune. And oh boy, am I glad I did. Sam's Club is freaking amazing. They have Gillette razors, 10 plus 1 for $26. Street value has to be like $400 or something. But I digress. Back to my head. Anybody who has ever shaved anything on their body knows that razors work best, some would say only, on stubble. Proof positive by the runway I created above my left eyebrow to the middle of my scalp. Now, of course, I'm committed to shaving my head. But there is still no weapon in my arsenal to combat the tufts of hair that remain firmly in their follicles. We are now at 90 minutes of a 30-minute break, and I'm ready to throw in the towel. I'm beaten, I am spent, I am out of ideas, and Saba is laughing quietly. I just know it. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot the can of lubricant, specially formulated for all wall appliances. I decided to read the back of the can to further enhance my humiliation. Directions: clippers and trimmers. Turn unit off and brush hair from blades. Check. Next, holding the unit in a downward position and with the unit running, liberally apply solution to blades to completely flush out all foreign matter. Goes without saying. Check again, 2 for 2. Turn off unit and wipe off excess total care solution from blades and clipper/trimmer. Of course, what? I take the blades apart yet again, but this time I wipe off the Exxon Valdez from them. I put them back together, slap it on the clippers, and felt a tingling sensation run down my arm as red sparks flew out the end. Not really. Unit is ready for use. 10 seconds later, I had no hair. Huh. But now I had an airstrip/reverse Rohawk running from my left eyebrow to a small tarmac being built next to my former cowlick. No worries, I thought. I have Sam's Club's razors aplenty. With no running water, my 10+1 blades are now 6+1. 4 blades sacrificed to the stupidity gods. 1 hour and 47 minutes because apparently I love riding, but reading is so time-consuming and inefficient. I'm going to blow myself up someday. It's not an if, it's a when. I'm only saddened because I won't be able to recount it. Please tell Saba I love her very much and stop laughing at Daddy. That's just me. I'm really enjoying riding, having fun out here. Hopefully I don't have to go through that to get you another story. But I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. You guys take care. Have a great day. And enjoy riding. Enjoy your fountain pens. Take care now. Bye.